Hello students, welcome back to our science class. We were doing our lesson number 8, that is pollution. From that we had completed, I think, we had completed air pollution paragraph. No, we were doing acid rain, that is we were on page number 57 in our previous lecture. Acid rain part we were doing. Acid rain, because of the rainwater is reacting with acids on the ground, acid mixes with the raindrops and snowflakes and come down as rain. That rain is called as acid rain. We were doing that part. Now there are effects of this acid rain. They have given here, see what are the effects because of this rain that is falling due to the reaction with acids. Acidity of soil and water bodies increases due to acid rain. If the acidity should be normal, not very in high range and not very low range. So it should be in normal range. So acidity increases means it will affect the crops. Acidity of soil they have given here. Acidity of the soil and the water bodies. There are different water bodies like rivers, lakes, wells, dams. That also will increase if there is acid rain, and it will harm the aquatic organisms. Aquatic organisms that live in water. Then it can harm plants and entire forest life also. If this acid rain comes, there will be a large loss to the aquatic organism. Then it will harm the plants also, and it will harm the forest life. Total ecosystems will be adversely affected. Ecosystem means all the living things and non-living things. Together it forms ecosystem. That will all be adversely affected due to this acid rain. Then there will be erosion of buildings. Then bust, historical monuments, bridges, metal idols. Metal idols means murtiya. Then wire fences occurs due to acid rain. All these things they will be damaged. If acid rain falls on the ground, these things will be damaged. There will be erosion of these things. That is erosion of buildings they have given. Burst, historical monuments, like there are many historical monuments related to history. Like in our Pune, historical monument is like Aga Khan Palace and Shaniwar Wada. They depict the history of the ancient times. Then bridges, metal idols and wire fences will be severely badly affected due to acid rain. Then they have given heavy metals like mercury and cadmium. This can come in name the following. Name the two heavy metals. So heavy metals are mercury and cadmium. They are absorbed up by plants. These heavy metals are harmful. Mercury and cadmium, they are harmful and they will be absorbed by the plants. And it will enter the food chain indirectly due to the acid rain. Food chain goes on. One thing eats the another thing. Another will eat the third thing. That way the food chain goes on. So that will be affected indirectly due to the acid rain. So they have given heavy metals like mercury and cadmium are absorbed up by plants and thereby enter the food chain indirectly. Because of what? Because of acid rain. Then the point is given due to acidification of water. As water becomes acidic due to the acid rain, so water bodies and pipes, due to the acidification of water that is present in the water bodies and pipes, leaching of metal and plastic material occurs in water and thereby serious health problems arise. Because of this high acidity of water in the water bodies and pipes, it will be very harmful and we will have to face serious health problems because of this acid rain water. So this whole page was about acid rain, about global warming and acid rain. It was related to air pollution. And now the next page they have given us preventive measures of air pollution. How to prevent this pollution of air in general. What can we do? What we can do, firstly, smoke emerging from factories. They contain harmful particles because of which air pollution is caused. We are seeing this from the starting part of the lesson. Factories, they give out harmful poisonous smoke. which causes air pollution around us. So, smoke emerging from factories contain harmful particles. Hence, pollution controlling machinery should be used. These harmful particles, they affect our health seriously. So, pollution controlling machinery should be used by the factories. The machinery is called as arresters and filters. There are many arresters to arrest the pollution, the air pollution, and there are many filters to filter the polluted air. That type of machinery should be planted in the factories to control air pollution. Then there should be proper disposal of stinking waste generated in the cities. See, dirty smell comes in the cities because there is no place to dump the garbage. People throw the garbage anywhere if there are no proper dustbins kept. If there are no big container like dustbin kept for the people to throw the garbage, garbage is thrown anywhere. Wherever they see empty place, nowadays you can see wherever there is empty place, people start throwing garbage there, and then the heap of garbage is formed there. And then because of that, there is pollution everywhere. So, proper disposal of stinking waste generated in the cities should be done. There should be a proper place for disposal of this garbage, stinking waste. Then there should be control on the atomic test and chemical weapons. हथियार जो बनते हैं और जो टेस्ट होते हैं एटम्स के, atomic test, that also create a lot of pollution. So there should be control. Then there should be control or ban over CFC production. CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. It is harmful chemical. Chlorofluorocarbons, that day I told you, write there with pencil, CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. There should be control on the production of this chemical, or there should be, it should be fully banned. The production should be stopped. So they have given the point here, there should be control or ban over chlorofluorocarbon production. Then only air pollution can be controlled. Now what do you mean by air quality index? They have given extra knowledge, do you know? It is important for citizens to know the extent of air pollution. Citizens in the place where how much air pollution is occurred in that place, that the citizens should know wherever they are living or wherever they are passing from. So for that, in the cities, so as to define the air quality index, proportion of sulfur dioxide, SO2, sulfur dioxide, then CO, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, ozone, particulate matter is measured every day. Proportion of these gases is measured every day by the different machineries that are invented to check the air quality, to check the air pollution in the city. Then boards indicating the air quality index are displayed in the busy squares in metro cities. Students, you all must have seen in Pune camp near that Zilla Parishad, new Zilla Parishad office. In front of that Dorabji mall, you must have seen a big board is displayed which shows the proportion of different gases which cause air pollution. How much is their proportion in the atmosphere? The proportion of sulfur dioxide, proportion of carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, ozone and particulate matter is displayed on that board because it checks the air quality index daily, and people should know how much pollution is occurring in their cities, so that boards are displayed to see the amount of pollution in that city. So next they have given air pollutants with sulfur. It causes color change in paints. There is a change of color in paints, oil paintings, nylon, cotton fabrics, leather articles and papers due to sulfur present in the air. See, sulfur is a very dangerous chemical. Because of that, there is a change in color, change in color of paints, change in color of nylon, cotton fabrics, change in color of leather articles and paper also, because of the presence of this chemical sulfur in the air. So if air is polluted with sulfur, all these things will show color change. This was all about air pollution in detail. The lesson which we are studying is about pollution, that is divided into three parts: air pollution, then there is water pollution, and then there is soil pollution. So till now we were studying the first part of the lesson, that is air pollution. Now from here we start with the second part of the lesson, water pollution. Now there will be many points coming in your mind when we start talking about water pollution. You see river water and all. River water, when you pass through a bridge, you see the river, on the river all green colored leaves, green colored plants are growing on the river water full. So that are all poisonous plants, that is not good for our health. Because of that plants, there is a growth in population of mosquitoes and other insects, because they breed in that plants which are growing on water, and that causes pollution everywhere. So now we will see what they have given to us in the textbook. See, water is said to be polluted when it becomes unclean and poisonous. When is water said to be polluted? When it becomes unclean and also poisonous. When it will happen? When natural and artificial unwanted materials will mix with it. When there is mixing of natural or artificial but unwanted material that are not good for health. When it becomes harmful to living organisms due to decreased oxygen content. Water should have proper oxygen content, otherwise it is harmful to living organisms. That water which is having low oxygen content in it, water means H2O, means oxygen is present in it. If the oxygen content is not in proper amount, that water is harmful. So they have given here, it becomes harmful to living organisms when it has decreased oxygen content in it. And then the epidemic diseases are spread through water. Epidemic diseases which spread very fast from one person to other, the second person to the third person, and then it happens to one family member, whole family will get that disease. That is called as epidemic. Nowadays we are going through COVID-19, that is a pandemic disease, means it is very risky to the living world. Pandemic means very severe. You must have seen nowadays how much it is affecting the lives of people, how much care we have to take to be safe from that disease. So they have given, water is said to be polluted when it becomes unclean and poisonous, and it becomes unclean and poisonous due to mixing of natural and artificial unwanted materials in it. Then when it becomes harmful to the living organisms, means there is decrease in the oxygen content in water. And then epidemic diseases have spread through this lower amount of oxygen content of water. Then fresh water or marine water pollution. Fresh water pollution or marine water pollution. It includes physical, chemical and biological changes. There are physical change, chemical change and biological changes in the fresh water or in the marine water. Then we had studied air pollutants. Now we are going to study water pollutants. What was the definition of pollutant? See, factors affecting natural functions of ecosystem. Factors that is affecting natural functions of the ecosystem and causing harmful effects on abiotic and biotic factors. They were called as pollutants. So here we are going to study water pollutants. Water pollutants are divided into three types, three parts. First is biological pollutant of water, then inorganic pollutant of water and organic pollutants, all related to water. So first we will see what are the biological pollutants. Water does not remain potable. Potable means fit for drinking. We cannot drink that water because of algae, bacteria, viruses, parasites. Diseases are spread due to biological pollution because there is a growth of algae, bacteria, virus and parasites in the water, means biological pollution has occurred in the water. That does not remain potable, that does not remain fit for drinking if the water is polluted due to all this. And what do you mean by inorganic pollutants? See, suspended particles like fine sand, dust, soil, precipitates of salt, compounds of arsenic, cadmium, lead, mercury and traces of radioactive materials. These are all inorganic pollutants. If these are found in water means water is polluted due to inorganic pollutants. There is a list they have given. Suspended particles like fine sand means बहुत बारीक वाली रेत. Then dust जो धूल होती है वो. Then soil. Then precipitates of salt. And then compounds of these chemicals like arsenic compound, cadmium compound, lead mercury compound, and traces of other radioactive materials. All these cause water pollution. These were inorganic pollutants. Now we see organic pollutants, means which we can see weedicides, insecticides, fertilizers, sewage and industrial effluents. These all they pollute the water. The weedicides means the plants that grow in the river water, we can see clearly, that are called as weedicides. Insecticides means the manure or the chemicals which we spray on plants. Fertilizers also we spray on plants to prevent the plant to be affected from insects and other harmful organisms. Sewage means gutter water like, and industrial effluents means the dirty water, the polluted water that comes out from industries and factories. All these come under organic pollutants. So, water pollutants were biological, inorganic and organic pollutants. 3 parts it was divided. Now, students, we come to the next point, reasons of water pollution. What are the main reasons which cause pollution of water? Students, we had seen in the air pollution part, reasons of air pollution in 2 parts, natural reasons and man-made reasons. Similarly, water pollution is also explained in your textbook in 2 parts. What are the naturally occurring reasons and how is man responsible for the pollution of water? So, first we will see the natural reasons for pollution of water. Understand properly, students, they have given point wise. So, natural reason, the first reason is aquatic weeds. Aquatic means water. So, weeds growing in water. What happens because of that weeds that grow in water? There is depletion in ozone level in that water. Ozone layer, there is depletion in oxygen level O2. If there is decrease in the oxygen level in water, that water is not fit for drinking, that is water is not fit for use. And nowadays there is depletion. Depletion मतलब oxygen level कम होते होते गायब हो रहा है. Then change in natural qualities of water. The quality of water is changing due to pollution because man is taking it very lightly. He is not serious about maintaining the cleanliness and pollution is going on everywhere. Anyway, everywhere. So, there is change in natural quality of water. Then point number 2 they have given pollution occurs due to decomposing matter, means decomposing bodies of plants and animals. The dead bodies of plants and animals, they decompose on the soil and then if that goes in the water there is decomposition of matter, dead bodies of plants and animals. Then mud or sludge, river current and its diversion, means the flow of water. Because of that also they have given here water pollution cause the currents of river and its diversion, means turn, where the river turns when it flows. Then there is soil erosion. Because of that they have given water pollution can cause soil erosion. Many biotic means living things, abiotic factors non-living things. So, many biotic and abiotic factors are added to water due to soil erosion, means if the trees and plants are cut down from the soil becomes loose. From the ground the soil will become loose and that soil will be flown with the rainwater, it goes into the river. If while flowing it goes into the river, it pollutes the river water. So, that erosion of soil is not good, it causes water pollution. Then natural reason is microbes like fungi and bacteria. These are also causing water pollution naturally. They grow on the organic matter decaying in water. These microbes like fungi, fungus grows, bacteria grows on the organic matter that is decaying in water and that causes pollution of water. Algae they have given, excessive algal growth pollutes the water. The plants In Marathi you call it as sheval, that grows on water and it pollutes the water, that is growth of algae only. Then nematodes. Soil nematodes or like insects and all, they flow in with the rainwater. They flow in the water bodies with the rainwater and they pollute the water there. So all these are natural reasons due to which water is polluted. Now we come to the man-made reasons of water pollution. First of all is domestic sewage. Domestic sewage means like our kitchen waste and all, our wash basins, bathrooms, water, all that is called as domestic sewage. Domestic sewage from villages and cities is disposed of in rainwater, that is not good. This domestic sewage is disposed of in rainwater. Then industrial effluent means the dirty water coming out from industries. Various pigments, bleaching chemicals, then leather pieces, fibers, mercury, lead, they are released into the water from the industries and they cause water pollution. All these things are released from the industries where production of different substances, different items are done. Which substances are released into the water? Pigments, bleaching chemicals, leather pieces, fibers, mercury and lead. They are released into the water and thus they pollute the water. Then there is oil spillage. Spill means fall down. Because of the falling of oil during transportation, you must have seen on the roads. The oil tankers, they run on the roads, that time much of the oil is spilled down, and if a large amount of oil is spilled, the other vehicles which are coming, they will all slip from that fallen oil. So oil spillage is very dangerous. While transportation, cleaning of tankers, oil spills into the water, that causes water pollution. Then man-made reason is use of fertilizers and pesticides. See, they have given NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium containing chemical fertilizers. They cause water pollution. Which are they? Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. They contain chemical fertilizers and when they go into the water they cause water pollution. Then pesticides like endrine. These are the names of pesticides, underline. Name the following, it is useful. Endrine, chlorine, carbonate. They contain pesticides and they flow and mix with the water and cause water pollution, these pesticides. Then other general reasons which cause water pollution are disposal of human waste. Human wastes are not properly disposed. Washing of clothes in the river water and all pollutes the water. Decomposing hemp and flax in water. Substances named as hemp and flax, they are thrown in water, decomposed in water, and then there is water pollution. Then there is disposal of ashes. Ash is disposed. Ash means raak we call in Hindi. Then floral offerings to God, they are also thrown in water, like you must have seen the daily prayers are done in temples and all, and they offer flowers to God daily morning, and the next day that flowers are removed from that idol of whichever god it is, and that flowers are let into the water, river water. So that also causes pollution, floral offerings to God. Then water from thermal power plant, that is also polluting the water. Thermal power plant, the water coming from that plants, that is causing water pollution a lot. So all this is done by man. So these are man-made reasons of water pollution. Students, your homework is to learn reasons of air pollution, reasons of water pollution very thoroughly and understand which things are causing this air and water pollution. Find out more information from the internet, read the lesson again, and this is a general lesson. You can write many answers in your own words if you understand the concepts properly. But reasons of air and water pollution is explained very nicely in the textbook, making 2 columns, natural reasons, man-made reasons. You have to learn them side by side. It will be learnt very fast and you will remember it forever in your brain. So, I am running out of time. Thank you, students.